Have you heard of the legendary auto artist Chip Foose? This is a guy who can take your grandpa's rusty old ride and turn it into an absolute showstopper. He's crazy talented at turning old cars into masterpieces. Let me show you some of his coolest projects with all their special features that make them extra awesome. Number 10. The Terracuda. The Terracuda from 1970 got an awesome makeover by Chip Foose and his team at Foose Design. They made it look both old-school classic and futuristic all at once. The new design gives props to the original Barracuda style with sharper lines, as well as sweet Terracuda brown paint with California gold stripes. It's been upgraded under the hood too. Now it's got a super strong Mopar engine, along with upgrades for more power on the road. Plus, they shifted things around so there's less overhang in front of you when driving. Inside are luxury touches like premium Ferrari leather seats, while also decked out in carbon fiber materials everywhere else inside, making this muscle car feel extra special. Even though the back seat was removed, no one will mind because nobody wants people behind them anyway in such a powerful hot rod machine. And last but not least, check out those wheels specifically designed just for this ride, painted matching brown color. Number 9. The 1965 Chevy Impala Impostor. The 1965 Chevy Impala Impostor takes parts from both an old-school 65 Chevy Impala and a sporty 2009 C6 Corvette to create something truly one-of-a-kind. On the outside, this beauty boasts some fierce modifications like new front and rear valances, exhaust ducts in the front fender, plus taillights with custom-built bezels, making it look suave on any street. But what sets this ride apart is its unique mix of vintage style with modern performance capabilities. The Corvette chassis has been stretched way out over 7 inches, so everything fits just right under that sleek Impala body, which was shortened down 14 inches for perfect proportions. Inside, oh boy, you won't believe what they've done here. Combining classic elements from both vehicles' eras creates such an unforgettable experience as never seen before. This outstanding design managed to win not only hearts, but also awards, namely the Riddler Award at Detroit Autorama back in 2015. Number 8. The Dodge Charger. Did you know that the Dodge Charger was created to cater to sophisticated car enthusiasts who wanted a bigger and better ride than the typical pony cars of its time? Back in 1966, this muscle car offered not just one, but 2 powerful engine options, a mighty 426 Hemi or a solid 440. Fast forward to today's models like the sleek 2025 version with both 4-door sedan and fastback coupe styles available. But it's not all about outward appearances. The interior design is also impressive as they've managed to mix old-school vibes from previous Chargers' dashboards with modern technology for an overall cool look. Number 7. Eldorod. The Chip Foose Eldorod is based on an old-school 1948 Cadillac. It was originally made at Hot Rods by Boyd's, where a talented designer named Chip Foose created it as his very first project for the hot rod business owned by Boyd Coddington in the awesome 90s. This sweet ride oozes style with its striking blue paint job and fancy billet wheels that look like classic white wall tires from way back when. And let's not forget about its shiny white Carson top and redesigned grille. But what sets this baby apart is its interior, featuring hip 55 Chevy dash pieces, plus some slick front seats wiped straight off another trendy Eldorado model from right around Y2K. Not to mention how tough it runs under the hood, rocking a high-performance big block engine equipped with fuel injection. Plus, rumor has it that even those rare wheels are one of a kind, handcrafted just for this unique creation using state-of-the-art technology designed specially by Curtis Speed Equipment. Pretty impressive stuff if you ask us. Number 6. Jaguar E-Type. The Jaguar E-Type is known as a classic beauty, but Foose decided to spice things up. He spent 2.5 whole years working on this special project. His goal was to create an unforgettable roadster like no other 74 models. Instead of sticking with the original V12 engine that came in these cars back then, he went for some serious horsepower, the 6.2-liter LS3 Chevy V8 engine. This powerhouse can deliver up to 525 horses worth of energy. That's pretty impressive. Foose wasn't happy just changing out engines, though. He focused his talent on completely revamping its exterior design, too. With lowered rockers and shallower A-pillars angled more forward, together with bringing the roofline down, it now looks like one mean machine. Moving on to interior classiness, most switches were removed together with unnecessary extra padding from its dashboard, hence delivering an overall cleaner look while keeping only important features such as gauges or chrome strips relevantly placed inside. Number 5. Impression. The Impression car is a true masterpiece, crafted by the talented Foose design and Impression team. They poured their hearts into every inch of this beauty, handcrafted even the thin stainless steel grille bars to perfection. And don't get us started on those stunning taillights. They were borrowed from a vintage 1930s Ford and mounted like winged angels on the rear bumper. This baby boasts more than 4,000 unique parts, with only 3 bits not custom-made: transmission, engine, and center section of that sweet little back end we mentioned earlier. Impressively enough, pun intended, it's raked in some major awards over time. We're talking about top prizes for custom automobiles here, people, namely the Riddler Award, as well as America's Most Beautiful Roadster Award, and the Good Guys Street Rod of the Year. All these accolades aside, though, this ride truly speaks volumes all on its own too. Number 4. The P32 Street Fighter. The P32 Street Fighter is quite a sight to behold. The designers took inspiration from old-timey fighter planes and bombers, which you can see in various details throughout the vehicle. For example, they used exposed rivets on the bodywork itself. That's pretty cool if you ask me. Another interesting feature of this bad boy is its bullet nose design. Imagine seeing it coming your way, as well as custom aircraft-style elements incorporated within its aluminum frame. But what happens when you step inside? Well, there are bomber seats reminiscent of the 1940s-era cockpit chairs. If all that wasn't enough to impress you, get ready for the engine specs. A flathead Lincoln Zephyr V12 lies under this beauty's hood, with not 1 or 2, but 12 exhaust pipes, like some kind of monstrous dragon spewing out fire. So, who owns such an exquisite piece? None other than Chip Foose himself. Number 3. Marcel Roadster. The Marcel Roadster was created by Luc and Marcel Delay. They're a father-son duo who own their metal company called Marcel's Custom Metal. They spent lots of time shaping pieces for the car by using their hands, especially when creating new doors, running boards, fenders, and grille shells. That way, everything matched perfectly with what Chip Foose had planned out. You can tell how much work went into this vehicle just by looking at its shiny exterior. But Luc didn't do everything alone. Chip Foose gave him advice along the way about different details to make sure things were perfect. It runs great too thanks to an LS3 V8 motor straight from the GM power plant under its hood, which means there's plenty of horsepower available for fun times on back roads or highways alike. People love admiring this awesome piece of art even more now after seeing it showcased at Las Vegas SEMA show, where judges declared that no other machine deserved first prize over such beauty. Number 2. Hemisfear. The Chip Foose Hemisfear, also called the Foose Coupe, is a rare and special car. The body of the sports car is made from strong carbon fiber material shaped with foam as it was built. Only 5 were ever created, and they are all very valuable now. What powers this amazing machine? An engine from Chrysler known as the Hemi. But there are even more choices when picking out what motor fits best for your driving style. You can go with a Ford DOHC or keep the traditional Hemi. One unique aspect of this fancy ride is how smooth gear shifting happens due to the high-quality transmission that uses pumps instead of gears like other types do. Just think being able to switch between speeds without any jerking sensation. And don't forget those stunning wheels. They're specifically designed and named nitrous 2-piece 5-spoke wheels, fitting beautifully on each corner, giving drivers confidence behind every turn taken during their drive ahead. Number 1. Ford F100 Pickup Truck. Okay, so this super cool truck used to belong to Chip Foose's dad, Sam. When Chip was only 13 years old, he got his hands on this truck and made it his special baby. He worked hard for 3 whole years, tinkering with all sorts of things like making the roof tilt forward, slicing up the hood, moving around some fenders, basically changing everything about how it looked. Chip even picked out an awesome color called root beer brown for its paint job. And if you think that wasn't enough TLC already, he also gave the inside leather seats in black and charcoal and orange accent. Alright friends, that's a wrap for the most beautiful custom cars creation by Chip Foose. If you're eager for part 2 of this video, drop us a comment below, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Stay tuned to our channel filled with loads more awesome content just like this. Trust me on this.